Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie, and on this channel I've been talking about books. I think I might add a little bit of lifestyle content in the future, but for now it's just gonna be books. I've already recorded some of this video because it's like a shopping vlog, so it's me at Barnes & Noble and me at Target. So you'll see those clips in a minute, but I just wanted to remind you to click the subscribe button, especially if you like any of the types of books that I like, and I can follow your channel as well if you have one, and hopefully get some book recommendations, because that's how I've been getting some book recommendations lately. I do want to say at Barnes & Noble, it is very difficult for me to record. So I see on like some other people's channels, they're able to like have the camera and record themselves shopping, and they put it on a shelf, and they're able to kind of talk as they go. I really am not able to at my Barnes & Noble. I don't really know why. I don't know if the employees at my store are just like extra busy, but they're constantly walking around and like behind me and everything, and I feel super weird talking on camera, and there's a lot of customers as well. So anyway, there is some, you know, videos of the store and everything though for you guys to see. Here we go. Alright, so let's do the Barnes & Noble haul. So there were a lot of books that I wanted to get that I didn't get, but you see them on the video, the ones that I kind of linger on with my camera for a little bit. What I did was I added them to my wish list. So basically on Amazon I have a wish list, which doesn't mean that I buy like the books from Amazon, but I just save them there so that I can refer back to some books that I want to buy. And I can buy them on thrift books, I can buy them at Barnes & Noble, and then yes, some I do also buy at Amazon. Oh, and also like book sales. I have found library book sales to be a great source of books. I have found so many like popular books at those book sales that are only like $1 or $2. So those are great places to go, and I'm actually going to be going to some library book sales in the fall probably. But so for our Barnes & Noble haul, first we have Gallant or Gallant. I know it's an actual word, but for some reason I can just never really remember how to say it. I have actually already read this book. So this is a young adult fiction, and I am really trying to get into a lot more fiction just because like everything for school is kind of heavy, and then like the news and the world is just so heavy. So I'm trying to read a little bit more fantasy lately. So I picked this one up, and I did like it. I gave it 4 stars, but I'll go into more detail in my monthly reading wrap-up when I get there. But for this one, the cover is actually really relevant to the book. So basically, this young girl, she's living in like an orphanage or some type of school like that, and she gets a letter saying, hey, we have this family house and we want you to come back to it. And Gallant is the name of the family house. Gallant. is the name of the family house, and so she goes back to it. And there is something to be said about this double house thing. I don't want to give away too much. You would have to read the book to find out. But the cover is like, it's gorgeous, and it's so relevant to the book, which like you don't always find. Alright, then here I got The Guncle. So this seems like something super lighthearted. I haven't read it, but I think it was like a Goodreads choice last year, and I saw so many people give it some good ratings on like Goodreads and stuff that I wanted to read it. And the back of the book sounds funny. I actually did get this on the LGBTQ shelf table that they have at Barnes & Noble, and it just seems super lighthearted. I mean, the first sentence on the back here is, Patrick, or Gay Uncle Patrick, Gup, G-U-P for short, has always loved his niece Maisie and his nephew Grant. That is, he loves spending time with them when they come out to Palm Springs for week-long visits, or when he heads home to Connecticut for the holidays. So when tragedy strikes and Patrick finds himself suddenly taking on the role of primary guardian, he is honestly overwhelmed. So that's the first paragraph. There's another paragraph on the back, but two things: seems super lighthearted, super fun, and I need more of those types of books to read. I used to only read nonfiction and contemporary or like realistic fiction, and I'm really trying to branch out just because I need lighter stuff in my life. And it also takes place in Connecticut, which is where I live, and I'm a little bit obsessed with reading books that take place in Connecticut, so it's got that going for it as well. Now here we have my first manga book. So I've never actually read a manga book. I spent so much time in the manga section because I wanted to find something that would be good for like a first-time manga reader. So I read 2 graphic novels last year, which were the Mouse books, Mouse 1 and 2. And so it's my understanding that manga is kind of like Japanese graphic novels. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I got this one, Death Note Black Edition. But basically, it has 2 versions of the, not 2 versions, it has 2 volumes of the book in this one book. So I figured this would be like a good one to read, a good solid one, and not just like one of those super skinny little ones that I also saw at the store. So I guess I opened the book like, so this book you would open, you know, this way and read it, but this book I guess you open it this way and read it. I guess this is the front, and then like this is the back, because that's where I was reading the summaries on them. Anyway, I also really like dark academia, and this sounds like it has kind of a dark academia vibe to it, so that's why I picked this one up as well. So I guess I just read like this side and then this side, and then this side and then this side. I don't know, please like correct me if I'm wrong. But maybe I will do a reading vlog also, because like this is my first manga book. I did get another one at Target, which you'll see. And then last night at the Telegraph Club. So this, I picked it up, I was drawn to it honestly just because it has so many awards on it. And also, I saw that it got some awards on Goodreads last year as well. It is a young adult book, which for me are like, I'm able to read them pretty quickly and get through them pretty quickly, which is good. I do also think this might be like LGBTQ vibes. Yes, the book about 2 women and they fell in love with each other. Lily Who can't remember exactly when the question took root, but the answer was clear the moment she and Kath Miller walked under the neon sign of a lesbian bar called the Telegraph Club. America in 1954 is not a safe place for 2 girls to fall in love. Red Scare paranoia threatens everyone, including Chinese Americans like Lily. With deportation looming over her father, Lily and Kath risk everything for love. So, I mean, it is timely. This is going to be probably like a little bit of a heavier book than the other ones that I picked up, but I do still like reading, you know, contemporary fiction, historical fiction, so this will fit right in. I think I'll really enjoy this one. Alright, and like I'm editing the video, so now we will put in the clips from my Target haul. I do have to say, at Target, I was kind of surprised that they have bags, which I'm super thankful about because I didn't bring enough bags with me when I went out. Because also at Target, I went there to get, like, you know, boring stuff like laundry detergent and all that. So I ran out of bags, and they have these, and it says use it and reuse it. And actually, like, I have been running out of my reusable bags. I don't know where I put them. I don't know what I've been using them for. I must have them storing, so like holding something around the house somewhere. But anyway, so this is super cool, and I definitely will reuse it. And the other thing is, like, these didn't have, like they didn't cost anything. So, like, at the grocery store, if you use a bag, the self-checkout will say, how many bags did you use? And then you'll click, and then you'll pay, like, 10 cents per bag. This didn't have that. I don't know if it was supposed to, but, like, it definitely didn't have that my Target. So, we will start right away with the books. Okay, so like I had to get another manga book, and I got a smaller one. It's called The Promised Neverland. It's book 1 of, like, I don't know how many there were, but it was fairly inexpensive. Whoa, my hair is like super puffy. Okay, it has like a little bit of an academia vibe. I think it takes place in like a boarding school or something, and of course, like regular manga, it's like backwards. Or maybe we're backwards, who knows. But anyway, I might make this my first one since it's a lot shorter and it seems like less heavy of a topic than the other one. But I definitely plan on reading both of these. And this just seems like, I don't know, it seems cute and pretty lighthearted. And I figure if I like it, you know, there's like more books in this series, so I can get more books in this series as well. I don't know how much manga I plan on reading, but I guess that also is going to depend a little bit on how much I like it. So we will see. Alright, we have The Personal Librarian, which obviously is like a little bit of a heavier book, but it is historical fiction. I do like historical fiction. So I'm not buying like only fantasy or only lighthearted things. I'm basically buying a mixture of things because I am a major mood reader. And so, yeah, sometimes I am in the mood to read like heavier things. Also, I will, like, I'll have the summer off, well, not summer, so I'll have July, August, and part of September off of my master's degree, and when I'm not reading so much heavy stuff for school, I might prefer to like read, you know, a more, not heavy, but like, you know, a more heavy book for fun. So this is about J.P. Morgan's personal librarian, and she is a black woman, but she passes as white due to her Portuguese heritage. We got The Love Hypothesis. I have been avoiding reading this book for a really long time because love stories are just like not really my thing. I really did like The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, so I don't know. I mean, it's super popular, and like maybe it's super popular for a reason, so I guess I'll give it a try. Hopefully I like it at least a little bit. Love stories aren't my thing, so we'll see. The last one I picked up is called Night Crawling. Now, I have never actually heard of this book before, but I read like the inside cover of it, and it sounds so interesting. It also seems like super relevant to just life in life today. So it also says Oprah's Book Club 2022. I'm not a big book club person. Like, if like some people really enjoy reading everything that Oprah recommends or everything that like a certain celebrity recommends. I don't do that. I honestly like can't even tell you if I've ever read another book that's like in Oprah's book club or whatever, but I mean that does give it like a little bit of an endorsement anyway. And so this says, a dazzling novel about a young black woman who walks the streets of Oakland, a debut that announces a blazingly original voice. Kiara and her brother Marcus are scraping by in an East Oakland apartment complex optimistically called the Regal High. Both have dropped out of high school, their family fractured by death in prison, but while Marcus clings to his dream of rap stardom, Kiara hunts for work to pay their rent, which has more than doubled, and to keep the 9-year-old boy next door, abandoned by his mother, safe and fed. One night, what begins as a drunken misunderstanding with a stranger turns into a job Kiara never imagined wanting but now desperately needs: night crawling. Her world breaks open even further when her name surfaces in an investigation that exposes her as a key witness in a massive scandal within the Oakland Police Department. Rich with raw beauty, electrifying intensity, and piercing vulnerability, Nightcrawling marks the stunning arrival of a voice unlike any that we've heard before. And for me, like, a positive is that it's not like a gazillion pages. I think it's under 300 pages. Normally I prefer my books to be under 400, but obviously like I make exceptions all of the time, but it is just a preference. So that is my book haul. I guess that's 4 at Target and 4 at Barnes & Noble. And I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to click the subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot. I would love to make more videos, and like I think I would feel less silly recording myself in public if I had like, you know, more of a YouTube presence. But I feel a little bit silly like if somebody asks me why I'm recording saying like it's, you know, for YouTube, but like I only have 100 subscribers. So yeah, I hope to make more regular videos, as you see, at least 1 a week, and hopefully you enjoy some of my recommendations.